We took them on our Churchill Signature Tour, which is our first tour that we're famous for, the one that we started for here in Churchill, which is the oldest residential neighborhood in Richmond. This neighborhood was formed around the church, which is St. John's Church, which is where Patrick Henry famously said, "Give me liberty or give me death." And that church was founded in 1741.
Listening to Joseph Broomfield, well, it's easy to tell he's a history buff. For 2 years, Broomfield has been working as the operations manager and tour guide for Richmond Rides.
You had one of the most prominent matrons of the Civil War, Phoebe Pember, who ran everything here. The streets were lined with lime, and all of the buildings were housed in separate units. So you had a much higher survival rate here at Chimborazo than other places.
His expertise about the city's history invites you in to relive the past. Broomfield says the Churchill Signature is one of Richmond Rides' most popular bicycle tours.
After the Civil War, these houses, there's a big fire. Confederates set fire to the city as they left, burned it down. A lot were coming to Richmond, and here are all these empty hospital buildings. So what do you think is going to happen?
Barracks.
Yeah, all of a sudden you have lodging and a place to squat. So you have a lot of newly freed Americans, former enslaved people coming up here, establishing residency.
On this day, 2 women from Washington, D.C., who preferred to remain nameless and decline interviews, allowed me to tag along on their journey through time. We left Chimborazo Park and cycled through more of Churchill, making a stop at a quaint store, Roaring Pines. That's where we met the store owner, Andrew Dayberry.
Classic general store model. We sell American-made home goods. Brooms, dustpans are kind of our bread and butter. And then the other side, we've got a coffee shop with soda fountain. Nice place to hang out during the day, get some work done or not.
Dayberry explained why he chose a housing district for his store rather than a mall.
This building was originally built as an apothecary in the 1870s, and I just wanted to be a part of a neighborhood as opposed to a big shopping district or some bunch of noise like that.
I wanted to know the shop's specialty drink.
Our most popular drink these days during the warmer months is the Bam Bam. It's a creamsicle soda, some classic orange soda, a little bit of milk and vanilla. It's milkshake and float season, so I'll be doing root beer floats nonstop for the next 4 months, but plenty of milkshakes to fill that void too.
Our tour ended where it started, Richmond Rides. We returned our bikes. I was curious, what lured Broomfield to the city?
You met with Drew at Roaring Pines. We've become good friends, and he's helping my fiance start a business. And so that community is really what I'm finding that I like the most about Richmond.
In Richmond, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.